Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to our first episode of Disconnected. My name is Dan.
My name's Matt.
And I'm Kenny. And today's topic is about...
Confidence. Kenny actually had to walk away for a moment, but this topic is about confidence.
Because he lacks confidence. In all seriousness, guys, we really want to talk about confidence, and we want this to be our first episode of Disconnected because this is probably one of the biggest topics, like confidence within yourself and, you know, confidence just going through life. And feeding off of this episode is kind of what'll, like, bring us into other ones. So, with confidence, guys, I know that we all have a decent amount of it. You know, we're pretty confident in ourselves, but we've gone through a lot of things to, gain it. Yeah, exactly. Gain it and realize that being confident in yourself, and I'm not going to say necessarily not caring what people think, because you really should care about what people think, the people that are close to you. Like, if you're going to call me out on something, if you're going to call me out on something that you don't think I'm doing right, I'm going to take that into consideration because I know you're not saying it from a wrong place, like a wrong perspective. You're not saying it like out of jealousy or something like that or whatever it is. But with people who don't really know you, you should not care what they think.
I mean, yeah, but that literally ties in if the person is confident in himself or not. I mean, I know growing up, I was not confident.
I wasn't.
Were you?
Not at all.
I mean, I think as you progress with your life and you go through different events that molds you into the person you are now,
You start to learn more about yourself.
It's about finding yourself. Like, confidence really is about finding yourself.
But the things you actually have to do to find out, like, who you are as an individual.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's
a lot. It's actually a big chunk of time of like taking time to yourself and realizing who you are, what you want to be, and yeah.
I want to go through like the moment when like we all realized, like when we all really started having confidence in myself. Because I kind of remember that moment for myself, and it was in high school. I'd say it was either 11th or 12th grade. And
Did you hear that?
did you sip that? You slurp it?
I slurped
You did a
over
slurp?
it.
Can you
It
not
was
slurp?
11th to 12th grade.
It was 11th to 12th grade, and I just remember, and this is so true, and you guys could agree with this, going through high school, you're surrounded by a lot of people that are your friends, but not really your friends. They're your school friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people you associate with school, and people kind of conform to doing things that they normally wouldn't do. So I remember, I think it was, and once again, it was either 11th or 12th grade, I don't remember. But I just came, like, it was over the summer, and I just came to the realization, like, these people don't care about me at all.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care about what I do. They don't care about my happiness. They don't care about anything. So I kind of, from there, just decided that I need to make myself happy, and I need to showcase who I am without, like, caring about what these people think. If they don't accept me, they don't accept me. But you know what? That kind of weeds out who really is down for you and who isn't.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
that comes once you're out of high school, because you don't see those kids every day, and then
Mhm.
you find out who your true friends are. But I mean,
But what about your confidence? When did you find
Yeah, like, when did you get it?
ooh, great question. But
Don't hit me.
I think I found my confidence within these past like 8 months, to be honest with you. You know?
Wow.
I'm only 21 years old, but it took me to like my 21st birthday to find out like who I wanted to be, and like, you know, and personally, like, going through what I went through, and then now, like, I got my close friends, and we
Sort of close.
sort of close. Wow, this is awkward. I'm gonna get up. But no, like, in all seriousness, like, going through what I went through, and then like finding out who I was and who I wanted to be. Like, when I first met you 2 years ago, I was not the same
Oh
person.
my God, I didn't like you.
No one liked him. No one liked him.
It's fine. Not a lot of
I
people do.
straight up did. Yeah, but when I first met Kenny, I didn't like Kenny either.
No.
I still
No
don't
one
like
did.
him.
No one
I still
did.
don't like him.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I'm kind of nice.
But you know, you were always there for me. You always give me advice. This kid was always giving me advice.
yeah.
But like, it's just, you know, from that, you know, I finally realized, you know, who I wanted to be and like who I was comfortable with. So I'm comfortable with being happy with myself and helping other people. So
Okay.
for me, and then, you know what, I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Yeah, what about you, Ken?
When did you find your confidence?
Damn. No, well, to be honest, I mean, I'm still working on it every day. I mean, confidence is something that comes with time and knowing yourself as much as possible. So, for me, my confidence has risen slightly, but it can always be better. And not confident being better in the way that you come across to the right people in the right manner. Not that you're
Cocky.
Cocky. Oh, can I actually say something?
Yeah. I mean,
No matter.
This is an open forum. You can, like,
Open forum?
the point of this is to talk. So
Okay,
yeah, you can
great.
definitely say
All right.
something.
Serious thing. No matter how old, no matter where we are, no matter who you're with, people will always mistake confidence for cockiness.
Well, and the reasoning behind that, I'm actually glad you brought that up because I was going to bring that up. So just wait, before I bring that up, just to touch on confidence real quick. The confidence is all about being comfortable with yourself. It really is. That's what it's all about. It is about being comfortable with yourself and not, you know, I hate saying not caring, but it's about being comfortable with yourself and realizing that you showing who you really are, showing your true personality, showing people, you know, your loves, your fears, all that stuff. They're either gonna run or they're gonna gravitate towards you.
Mm-hmm.
The real people that really appreciate you too. So touching on the cockiness, I've actually had this issue myself a lot in the past. I was at a point where, like, I was really confident in myself, and I still am very confident in myself, but it would come across too much. It's like kind of overbearing to certain people because it's a threatening. A person, and I'm not man, woman, doesn't matter. Just a person that is very, very confident in themselves, it can be threatening to other people, and they can kind of receive it as, wow, this dude's cocky, or this girl's really, really cocky. She thinks she's
Yeah, but
above me.
that's just that they're being judgmental at that point.
They
No,
are.
like as like a first person, like, hey, I thought you were cocky when I first met you. Hey, but I
And then you gotta talk to me, and then that's it. You have to talk to the person. So it's,
everyone just judges.
I think people
they-
mistake confidence for what you have instead of who you are, because sometimes people.
no, that's very true.
because
It's the way you
that's-
dress, the
that's
way
when,
you talk,
that's
the
when
way you
cockiness
act,
starts to
the way
come
you
in.
act, the way you walk. Like you guys, I'm very. How you doing?
Here I
I'm
am,
right
you
here.
know?
Like, I'm very in your face about it, but it's not like in your face bad. It's just I'm just me. Like that's who I am. And then you look at it and you think, wow, definitely don't like you at all. And then you talk to me, and this isn't just me. This is other people. Like, you could look at someone and it's so easy. And as a generation, we do this. We judge so quick, right off the cuff. We just judge and we predetermine who that is, who that person is, before even getting to know them.
Yeah,
And it's
I think it comes with maturity.
it does, but you gotta. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like people are gonna hate on you. People are really gonna hate on you.
Well, that's life.
It is, and you listen. People are gonna hate on this video. People are gonna hate on what we're doing right now. And
Guys,
Yeah, that's.
that's a definite. But we, as a group and as individuals, have confidence to just put this out there because we really want to help people. That's it. That's
I believe
what it
if we didn't have confidence, we would not be doing this.
we would never. I mean, he couldn't even say
Yeah,
it.
that's why I couldn't be here in the.
He can't even say it.
But no, in all seriousness, like, I don't think if we didn't have the confidence we had today, we would not be sitting in front of a camera filming.
No, definitely not.
Talking
Definitely
and trying
not.
to reach out to
Yeah.
other people, to touch them, to influence them, and hopefully progress them as themselves and being. We just hope that you build some confidence from seeing this video in a way, but definitely stay tuned.
Stay true to who you are too.
It's
That's
here's the thing.
important.
And here's the thing. It's not gonna happen.
Overnight.
Like whoever's watching this, it's not gonna happen overnight. Confidence. It doesn't. But if you have to put it in the back of your head that people are going to judge you straight up, and even people that you think are your friends may not even necessarily be your friends when you start doing what you want to do. I remember you went through that really bad. When you started doing your own thing, people were kind of turned off to it.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, wow.
But yeah, but like
That's
you
that's
didn't think
that's
you didn't think I was gonna
long-
hit you
long
with
story.
that. You didn't think I was gonna hit you with that. But before you go into it, like that's something that I never really came from that because I was me at a very young age. I just didn't really care at a young age. But you're gonna realize as you get older, you're gonna start showcasing who you really are, and the people you thought who really we're
Word.
down for you and accept you, aren't. You actually just had that happen recently.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys going into details.
Yeah.
I don't want you to name names,
Things
but
happen.
but
Things happen.
things happen when you start showcasing yourself and you start really doing you, which is not a bad thing. To
No,
be,
it-
Not
to
at
be
all.
doing
It's-
what you want to do.
Not at all.
Like
People
from,
are gonna run away.
From my personal experience, like when I just started doing me, like I was building on myself and I was working on myself, and I was just, I was doing what they believe wasn't normal. I just started doing my own thing.
Which is crazy. Like this.
Like-
there's nothing normal. Like nothing. Normal
Yeah,
is
no,
not a
it's
real
just- no,
word.
no,
like
because
that
normal
doesn't.
don't
for,
exist.
for me, like
It's-
from their point of view, like that wasn't the like routine activity to do. For
Because
me.
that wasn't what any of them
Exactly.
were doing.
But like once people see you, better yourself, progress yourself, they're gonna hate on you. That's going back to what we were talking about, being hated on, and
I don't
it's
understand
just like
the fixation with hating on success
because
at a young age. I want to see all my friends succeed. I want to see all my friends do well. I want to see them confident in what they're
Some
doing
people
and
don't have it,
going
that's
well.
why.
yeah,
And it's,
but if they believe they're not gonna be successful, they're just gonna bring you down.
they try to bring you to their level.
But if you have confidence enough, you're not gonna let that bring you down whatsoever.
But you know what?
If anything, you're gonna build from it and be like, hey, listen, you're either with me or you're not, and that's just the mindset you gotta have.
What would
gotta
you say is the
be
main
with-
message that we're trying to?
I think, and actually, I was literally just about to get there, and I want you to touch on this more.
Okay.
I
He's the
think
doc. He's the doc.
He's the doc.
You know.
So I think the important thing with confidence is that at first, when you're really starting to showcase who you are and you're starting to really develop into the person you want to be and the person that makes you happy and having confidence within yourself, you might lose some people along the way. But you're
No,
gonna
you might.
you definitely will. You 100%
will.
will. But you will gain the greatest friends you've ever had. The greatest relationships, friends,
True.
whatever it is. So, the important message I want you to touch on this is when you're finding yourself, and you can even touch on this actually too.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
When you're finding yourself and you're going through that, you're going to lose people. But you're going to gain really, really, really good friends that are going to support you in everything you do. Prime examples. Prime examples. Right here. Like Kenny has us, Matt has us, it's just, you're going to lose people, but you can't have that fear because you are going to develop, you yourself are going to develop into such an amazing human being, and you're going to develop amazing relationships, and it's so beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful thing.
One door closes, another one opens.
Honestly,
as,
that's true.
as cheesy as it sounds, I mean,
He said cheesy.
yeah, cheesy.
Mac
But
and cheese.
going back to the confidence, you gain most of your confidence through the experiences that you have and the things that you learn over time and the people that you come across. And sometimes those people, man, damn,
There's a helicopter.
sometimes those people, sometimes those people won't fit into your life so well, or they will for only a certain period of time. And I think that's the most important part of this video is to know that just because you don't get along with someone doesn't mean that you have to throw shade at them or anything. But to focus on your true confidence with who you are and be confident in the assets that you have and what you're into and how you go about your day and the hobbies that you like to partake in.
And that's really big. My biggest thing is I don't hate anybody.
Well, hate's a strong word.
It is,
for
it
one.
is. So
So if you're gonna replace hate with strongly dislike, I tell this to everyone. Like I said, hate's a strong
not even
word.
that. Like
But
if you don't
like
like
them,
somebody,
I hate
just
them.
don't associate with them. It's so easy. But you don't need to hate on them if you don't like them. They have a different background. They have different desires in their life, and they're just different personalities. But you don't have to hate them. Just stay away from them. That's it. It's so simple.
I just want to touch on what you said before was you're gonna lose people on
Oh yeah, this is probably the biggest part of
losing
gaining
people
confidence.
is difficult because you always thought they were gonna be there for you, but when you progress for yourself, you will literally see who your true friends are. You'll be happy with who you have and who has your back, and who's always gonna support you.
So thanks for watching.
Tune in next time.
God bless.